Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of an update for people who might not have heard about this particular story. If you have not, then I'm definitely going to update you guys and let you guys know that this story is a bit crazy because we've talked about Ohio a lot. And I think we've talked about Ohio extremely too much. Way too much. It's to an extreme magnitude that I am uncomfortable with the fact that it seems like Cleveland and Cuyahoga County and Toledo and whatever else is coming out of Ohio is really, really doing a disservice and a harm to these beautiful babies. And we need better. We got to do better as a society, okay? Now, there's a lot to unpack with this story. So I'm telling you guys, you might want to kick back, relax, and listen. This baby boy in this story, let me see if I can get a good picture of him up here if you guys do not mind. Because he's got a great, great smile. Let me see if I can find a good picture of this baby boy. I want a good one. This one. That is probably the most innocent picture you could ever find. I want you guys to set your mind and your heart, your eyeballs on that photo right there. Because I think that this is going to speak volumes. This baby boy's name is Braylen, B-R-A-Y-L-E-N, Braylen Noble. And he was found because they were looking for him initially because he was reported missing. And they found his body, I believe, in this pool. He's a 3-year-old missing boy from Toledo, Ohio, who was the subject of days of search efforts. And he has tragically been found. So if this is your first time catching an update on this story, they did find his body dead in a swimming pool. There's a lot to talk about here, especially these screenshots. We'll get to them. Now, as of September the 9th, which was yesterday, the small body of a child has been recovered from a pool at Gibraltar Heights. Official identification will be made by the Lucas County Coroner's Office. The investigation has now turned from a missing person investigation to a death investigation. More information will be released as it becomes available, according to the Toledo police. The coroner confirmed that the body was Braylen's, but has not released a cause of death. So here's the part. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That almost made my heart jump out my chest. I'm sorry, guys. We are live right now. Elissa D's just posted something in it that almost made my heart jump out my chest. She said that this baby boy's body was stuffed in the pipe in the pool. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to use the Lord's name in vain. I'm sorry. According to Elissa Deeds, and I do trust my source and my friend, said that this baby boy's body was stuffed in the pipe in the pool. Wow. Let me give you guys some more details. The coroner has not released the cause of death and says it's an active investigation, and the coroner was conducting an autopsy on September the 10th, which is today, to determine the cause of death. So here's the thing. Well, actually, I guess I can tell y'all that here in a moment. But here's some things you guys need to know. Before Braylen's body was found, Toledo police provided a series of updates. On September the 9th, they reported that the officers from Toledo Police, agents from the FBI, Toledo Fire and Rescue, and K9 officers from Springfield Township FD/Black Swamp Search and Rescue continued to search the area of Swan Creek. And on September the 5th, they indicated that social media posts saying Braylen was found was wrong. I think they wrote that incorrect. The search and investigation is still ongoing, and that was at the time. It's not ongoing now. So let me skip all that. Here's a big part of the story. And if you guys are here, please click the thumbs up. And what that does, it helps share our stream and let other people know that we're live. And in respect of this baby boy, if you guys would, thank you to the people who are donating. Let me give a shout out to Darcy-Ann66 as well as Donna Aguayo. These are people that always are showing love in the channel. I got to say thank y'all for taking on the $10 challenge to support a platform like this, right? Thank you guys for doing that. Please make sure to click that thumbs up. Our goal is 400 thumbs up per show. If we can at least get that, that'd be awesome. We have plenty enough people here to do it, okay? Now, let me continue with the story. The child's grandmother told police that the child might have fallen out of a window, according to a 911 call. And I want to know how many of you people want to hear that 911 call. So while I'm reading, I want you to take a vote in the chat and let me know if you guys want to hear that 911 call, because it might make your skin crawl. I'm just forewarning you, pre-warning, forewarning. So if you want to hear the 911 call, let me know, because I do have it. I have it in its entirety. All right. Now, a 911 call was published by 24 News. So I'm going to give their source directly. Braylen's grandmother, by the name of Bobby Johnson, and no, not OG Bobby Johnson, is heard on the phone, and she says that Braylen fell out of a window in the apartment complex. Please take note of what I'm saying. The grandmother called 911, and the grandmother specifically said, which is a recorded call, that this child, Braylen Noble, fell out of the apartment window. Take a mental note of that, bookmark it. I will come right back to it. We have a missing 3-year-old, autistic and nonverbal, she said on the call. She added, we've been looking for him for a good 30 minutes, and he fell out of this window. The grandmother sobs throughout the 911 call as she speaks with the dispatcher. The grandmother, OG Bobby Johnson, maybe I need to call her that, because she old and it sounds like there's a bunch of BS. If y'all think this is BS, let me know. The grandmother, OG Bobby Johnson, told the dispatcher, I'm hoping he's okay. What? She said, I'm hoping he's okay. And keep in mind, guys, they're talking about him falling out of an apartment window. And thank you to the people who are new here. I definitely see you guys' comments in there. Thank y'all for being here. So y'all say y'all do want to hear the 911 call, right? She said, I'm hoping he's okay, but we don't know where he is. We walked the grounds. She said they searched the pool and swing area. She added that they even looked in closets. Take a mental note. We'll come right back to it. Now we're going to hear from the biological mother. And her name is, it looks like it's Dejanae. It's Dajnae. Is that Dejnae? Dejnae? I'm going to say Dejanae Cox because it's easier to say. The mother, whoever the biological mother is, and thank you, J-Day, for your $10 super chat. Said keep looking out for the children. Thank you for supporting our message that supports these children. Thank you for that, J-Day. The child's mother, Dejanae Cox, spoke with the news and said, it's been 4 days since my son has been missing, she said. Please take him somewhere safe. I know he's scared and I know he's crying and he has stomach pains. Yes, DJ Just Jay, what would you like to say? Oh yeah, how about this? How about this for a revelation? Keep in mind that this little boy is 3 years old. 3. They said he fell out of an apartment window. Hello? That's enough to kill a full-grown adult if you hit the wrong way. Hit the ground. Let alone a 3-year-old. That's number one. Then, matter of fact, what'd you say? Autopsy report stated there was no gross trauma. Yes, we're going to get there. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And you can post that in the chat. If you guys know details from the story, you could definitely post it in the chat. That's what the live chat is for. Absolutely. Then grandma called 911 and said the kid fell out of the window. That is recorded. That is documented. Then mom comes in and mom says her son has been missing for 4 days. Please take him somewhere safe. How would you know your son is safe? How would you know your son is alive? Why would somebody take your son if your son fell out of goddamn, I said I wasn't going to use the Lord's name in vain, out of a damn window. Your son fell out of a damn window. He probably is broken into pieces, allegedly, if he fell out of the window. Why would somebody disappear with a broken up child like that? And then we're just going to completely ignore the fact that mom didn't mention anything about him falling out of a window. Said, please take him somewhere safe. I know he's scared and I know he's crying and he has stomach pains. Well, if he fell out of a window, don't you think that he would have head pains, neck pains, back pains, arm pains, rib pains, leg broken pains? Hello? Huh? It's a little bit crazy, isn't it? But let's keep going because this rabbit hole is deep, and this is exactly why I said I was going to do 2 stories tonight. I can't. This story is way too deep, and it's about to get worse. So I'm going to tell you guys, you might want to brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. If anyone had him, she urged them to drop him off to me. I just want him home. That's it. I want y'all to keep in mind what one of our hashtags is. Miss Nisi says it smells like BS. I agree. Thank you for your $10 super chat. And thank you for letting the people know that you feel like something's wrong here. That's why we have this hashtag called Babies for Benefits, because we believe that there are too many people who have children like Braylon only for the benefits that they can collect from these children. No matter what it is, whether it be food stamps, housing, Section 8, whether it be car vouchers, or whether it be child support. There's always something that people like this, and it's not all, please don't get me wrong, it's not all women. We have a lot of good mothers out there. We got good mothers in the chat. We got good fathers in the chat. This only applies to who I'm talking about. Hope you understand. All right? She said that he was a picky eater and that she suspected he wasn't eating. She said anyone who had him could also drop the boy off at the police department. Those sound like conflicting accounts of what the hell happened to this kid. Let's keep going. The Toledo police wrote that Noble was nonverbal, and they initially described him as a missing juvenile, Braylen Noble, age 3 years old, missing from the 3415 Gibraltar Heights Drive, LSW, red and white Mickey Mouse t-shirt. If seen, call 911 immediately, hashtag Toledo Police. And according to 13 ABC, police have already searched the pool area, but returned there a second time, and that's when they found the body. Let's rewind, and I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read it slowly, because there's some people that are sitting in the back of the audience that didn't hear what I just said. According to ABC 13 or 13 ABC, police have already searched the pool area, but they returned to the pool a second time, and that's when they found the boy's body. Said one of the pics isn't a boy, and it might not be, but thank you for calling that out. I could try to fix those pictures real quick. If y'all don't mind, I think I know which picture y'all are talking about. But sometimes they put up so many pictures, they might not be correct. So I'm sorry about that if I put up an incorrect picture. I think this one might be incorrect, because they're putting them together. So I'll just delete a couple of them. And I think that one might not be correct. But thank you for catching that. That's what the live chat is for. If y'all see any more incorrect pictures, just let me know. But they should be fixed now. Okay. They returned a second day, and now the body is there. And keep in mind, this is not an Olympic swimming pool. This is a pool at an apartment complex, which is not that big. But they came back the next day, and the body's there. That's a big red flag. Now, as far as the community and prayer vigils, not visuals or vigil, community and prayer vigils were held throughout the Toledo area in memory of the small child. People brought stuffed animals and balloons, which they should not have brought because they're just going to release them into the air. What's going on, Bolo TV? What up, bro? They're going to release these balloons into the air. If they just brought the balloons and tied them up, I could understand, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? Too many of our people, we go buy these balloons and literally release this trash into the atmosphere, which is going to kill animals when it lands. It's going to litter our communities. It's going to cause a freaking fire because it's going to hit an electrical line, and it could potentially cause a plane to crash if it hits enough of these balloons. So yeah, maybe we need to stop releasing balloons. Maybe. But they brought him out at the pool where Braylon was found. And I'm going to show you guys a picture of that pool. Matter of fact, let me bring that picture up right damn now. They said, we're going to let the legal system ask why. Volunteer Sherry Sweeney said to 13 ABC, what we're going to do, we're going to continue to love these babies. And when we cry, we're going to hug them. And when they cry, we're going to ask them what is wrong. Now, there's a little bit of an update. Let me show y'all this pool real quick. I want y'all to take a look at this nasty ass pool. Let me see if I can find that pool if I didn't delete it. Yep. Let's take a look at this damn pool. Huh? Let's take a look. Let's make this big on the screen. For those who are visually impaired like me, I'm going to crop this out for you and I'm going to make this as big as I possibly can. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this pool. And I want y'all to tell me, how long should it take? How many people was looking for this boy? Let me scroll back up here and see. They had, where's it at? They had the Toledo police, agents from the FBI, Toledo Fire and Rescue, and K9 officers. Thank you very much. I'm gonna need to turn my ringer off. Oh, and somebody donated. Those are always good. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to read that here in just a moment. They had Toledo police, agents from the FBI, Toledo Fire and Rescue, and K9 officers from Spring-Shield Township and Black Swamp Search and Rescue. How many people, if you looked at this picture right here on my screen, how long do you think it should take that many agencies to look through that pool to see if there's a body in that pool or not? Don't worry. We'll take a moment. We'll take a moment. I want you guys to tell me, how long should it take that many agencies to check that pool to see if there's a baby's body in there? Anybody want to take a guess? Do you think it would take them 2 or 3 days? Do you think it would take them 24 hours to search this pool? If you ask me, if any law enforcement had any wherewithal about themselves, it shouldn't take them maybe about an hour at the most to search that pool in and out thoroughly. One person, let alone all of those different agencies, right? Hopefully y'all are with me. Let me read the rest of this story. The mother, Dejanay Cox, was at the Hunters Ridge apartment complex as police recovered the body believed to be her missing son. A large crowd of people gathered after the police arrived on scene, and as officers started walking over to her building, the crowd followed, chanting, "Justice for Braylon." Cox and another woman were escorted into a police vehicle, though neither one of them were in handcuffs. The crowd chanted, "Baby killer, baby killer, baby killer," and other profanities while following the cruiser as it exited the property. There's a little bit more I got to tell you guys. Let me go ahead and get this picture off the screen so y'all can see the rest of the photos. Now, on Thursday afternoon, which is today, the Lucas County Coroner's Office released initial details on the autopsy of Braylen Noble, and they found no obvious signs of trauma on the boy's body, and also saying that the drowning has not been ruled out yet as a cause of death. More investigation is planned by the coroner's office, and the autopsy on Braylen Noble's body showed no anatomic cause of death and no gross evidence of trauma. Drowning has not yet been ruled out as a cause of death, but further studies and investigation are needed before the final ruling is issued in the initial note from Dr. Cynthia S. Besner, according to her. Now, what's wrong with that picture? No obvious signs of trauma. Does anybody want to take a guess as to what's wrong with that picture? Does anybody know what the grandma initially said happened to the boy? Oh, that's right. Grandma vehemently said and specifically chose her words and said that this boy fell out of a window. If this boy is 3 years old, unless he's fucking Superman or made of rubber or putty, don't you think that if he hit the ground at any level of impact, don't you think that he would have a bruise, a bump, a cut, a broken bone, a contusion? Or maybe I'm just stupid. I could be stupid. Maybe if I were a box of crayons, DJ might be a navy blue or a brown, because maybe I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. But if you ask me, if any human being living hit the ground at any kind of an impact, hell, if you were just walking and tripped over and fell, it's a possibility you could have a knot on your knee. And you mean to tell me that a 3-year-old who fell out of a fucking window had no signs of trauma? Ooh. Damn, what does that smell? Do y'all smell that? Y'all smell that? Smells like bullshit, don't it? Woo-wee. Let's go ahead and give the fair usage, and let me show you guys these new clips, these news clips. Let's get it in. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And don't forget, guys, all I'm asking is for you guys to click that thumbs up. We're at 297 thumbs up. Our goal is 400 thumbs up. We got more than enough people here for everybody to just look down for a moment and just click the thumbs up, if nothing else, in support of this baby boy. So y'all do that for me and help me out, okay? Let's go.
911, where's your emergency?
Yes, we have a missing 3-year-old.
Okay, what's the address?
Autistic nonverbal. 315 Gibraltar Heights. 3415,
I'm sorry, 3415?
3415 Gibraltar Heights.
Is there an apartment number?
Yes, L11.
I'm sorry?
L11.
L11, and your name?
Yes.
Your name?
My name is Bobby.
Bobby, is
Johnson.
Bobby, is she white or black?
Black.
And you said you're non-verbal?
Yes.
How long has she been missing?
It's a he.
Him?
We've been looking for him for over a good 30 minutes.
Okay.
He fell out this window in these apartments.
You think he's hurt?
I'm hoping he's okay, but we don't know where he at. We walked the whole ground.
Okay. And what was he wearing, do you know?
What kind of his shirt? Because he found the window with his pull-up on.
What's his name?
Oh, my God. Braylen.
B-A-Y-L-N or B-R-A-Y?
L-Y-L-I-N. B-R-A-Y-L.
A-N.
L-E-N, I'm sorry.
And what's his last name?
L-E-N. What's my last name? Noble. Noble. Oh, God.
Okay, and what was he wearing?
He had on his pull-up. And, was that the orange shirt? I don't even know what shirt he had on. What color was his shirt? T-shirt with the orange at the bottom? Or was it the gray one? He changed it out so much. I don't even remember what shirt he put on him.
Okay, what's your phone number?
419-917-1640.
Did you guys go back by the creek and look by the creek anywhere?
Yes, we went all back there by the pool area, the swing area, all of that, and on the back end on the other side. Oh.
Okay, and he's nowhere in the house?
No, we looked in the closets and everything.
Okay, did you look under the bed?
Yes.
Okay. Did you look in like the hampers, underneath blankets?
Yeah, because we only have one bed in the apartment.
Okay. All right.
Oh God!
Okay, well,
the screen windows like wide open.
Okay. Okay. Well, we get the police on their way there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. They're coming there. All right. Okay. Be watching for them. Okay. All right.
Oh God.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I got to say, shout out to the people of Toledo, because it seems like our message is starting to get out there and people are truly starting to try to give these children a voice and take up for these kids. They're going hard at people who are bad parents. And I'm glad to see that the tide is turning in the favor of the children. But my goal of my platform is not to report on dead children. The point of my platform is to prevent children from ending up dead. The point of my platform is to prevent children from ending up dead. Either A, for the mothers to take it as their responsibility to make sure that these type of things don't happen. Don't put your children in harm's way. To the grandparents or whoever has custody of these children. To the fathers, we got to have better fathers. How many of y'all believe that the men got to start stepping up and being better fathers and start being there for their kids? Stop ending up in jail. Stop being jailbait. Stop doing stupid shit. I don't care why the biological father is in jail. He shouldn't be. For whatever reason, he should not have caused himself to be in that position. There is no excuse for that. He should have been out of jail and should have been a damn father and taking care of his son, and maybe this type of thing wouldn't happen. When are men going to start to step up and realize, like, hey, we have opportunities to become something great, and our legacy needs to become something great as well. We got to start valuing ourselves as men. We have to start changing the tide now. We clearly see that we do not have an example of a man in front of us when we do not have fathers. So once we have the wherewithal, the knowledge, and the understanding, and you hear a voice like mine who tells these brothers they need to step up, then you need to step up, do better, Google search some damn parenting tips, do something. Get some counseling, stop sticking your dick in everything that has a little bit of moisture on it. Stop sticking your dick in everything that has a heartbeat. Hello? How can we get an amen to that? There's no excuse. Because guess what? These women are doing horrible things, and it's not all women, but these women are doing horrible things. These horrible women that these men are choosing. But these women can produce no children to murder and have these children for the benefits that they can collect from these kids, hashtag babies for benefits, if not for the male seed. The male has to see his seed as valuable and stop putting his seed into unrighteous soil. Anybody want to debate that? Anybody want to tell me that I'm wrong for what I just said? Do y'all want to come take my platform down? Come flag me down? Because I said that we have to start holding the men accountable? Does anybody disagree with what I got to say? Because a real man is going to agree with what I just said. A real man ain't going to get mad about what I said. A real man is going to say, you know what? As men, we got to do better. We got to stop giving these whores opportunities to be mothers. Hello? As men, we have to stop giving these whores opportunities to be mothers. With no seed, they can't reproduce. There are plenty of ways for men to make money. Stop going to the motherfucking sperm bank, dumbasses. Maybe dumbass men don't know that they can actually take your seed from the sperm bank and still put you on child support. Maybe you didn't know that, but there is a nugget of information. And I think that has a lot of truth in it. Thank you, hashtag message. If y'all hear me, hashtag message. Where are my men at that agree with me? Are there any men that disagree with me before I move on with my point? It starts with us. With no seed, these irresponsible mothers and grandmothers have nothing. Life starts with the man. Hashtag justice for Braylon. Due to contrary popular opinion that people believe that life starts with the woman, no, it doesn't. It starts with the man. That is why I personally believe that men have a high level, if not higher level, of responsibility prior to procreation. We control the procreation process. There are a lot of good women in my chat. There are a lot of good women in my comment section. There are a lot of great women who have subscribed to my channel that believe in the message that we're trying to spread is love. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to not bring a child into this world that you do not want to be here and that you do not want to care for, and that you do not want to raise so it can grow up and become something great. Hashtag save our children of Texas also believes in this philosophy. And you're going to see us go out into the streets. We're going to speak. We're going to fight. We're going to save these babies. And guess what? Our message is all inclusive. It includes responsibility on everybody's side. We keep the children accountable and we give the children their rights that they deserve under God. We make sure and hold the women responsible and we hold the men responsible. If the dad was in jail, then the dad ain't shit. The mom had responsibility for this kid, and the mom, I believe, murdered this kid. In my opinion, based on what we've learned, the mother ain't shit. The grandma got on the phone on 911 and lied. Grandma ain't shit. She's an old decrepit, what do you call that? What do you call that? She is senile. She's senile. Maybe they'll give her that an excuse. Maybe somebody out there is going to back these bad parents. But it doesn't seem like the people of Toledo are doing that. Toledo is standing up and saying no more. Toledo is saying hashtag babies' lives matter. Toledo is saying hashtag save our children. Toledo is saying stop the abuse and killing of babies. Hashtag see something, say something. They are praying for the children of the world. That is what I believe Toledo is trying to give us right now. And Toledo, based on what we see, even though your circumstances might be a little rough out there, I see you trying. The AFC and DJ Just J, we see that your guys are trying. We see that you guys are trying to put forth a better message, and we see that you guys are actually trying to get justice. For that, we can respect that. We can respect your community. We can respect your city. We can respect parts of your state when y'all do step up for these babies. Because I can tell y'all, in Cuyahoga County and in Cleveland and all these other places where we've seen these same children be murdered, and they only had 12 people standing outside protesting. And in this video, when we saw the people out there, we saw hundreds. We saw damn near the whole city of Toledo out there. That's a hell of a good step in the right direction. We got to start standing up for these babies. And I want y'all to subscribe to my channel because this is what we believe. These babies cannot speak for themselves, nor can they defend themselves against the tyranny of their caretakers. They need adults to stand up for them. And as righteous, responsible citizens of the United States of America, we are Americans first. We take care of America first. We need to protect our borders. We need to protect our states. We need to protect our cities. We need to protect our counties. We need to protect our homes. We need to protect our children. And to the men, protect your seed. Only give your seed to righteous soil. We have to do better. Together, we can fix this. We can turn the tide and we can start saving these babies. I don't want to report on more babies that are dead. I want to start reporting on success stories where we have fixed the system, we have saved babies, and we have gotten rid of criminals in our society, because they got to go. We got to stop seeing red, white, blue, green, Chinese, Mexican. We got to stop seeing all of these different nationalities and races. What we have to start seeing is human beings. We have to start seeing children who are defenseless, children who need us, children who are going to be the next generation coming up. We have to demand better. We have to raise the bar. We have to understand, stop making excuses for people doing stupid crap. We have more opportunities now in the technology age than we ever have. Don't tell me there ain't no jobs when you can pick up your free fucking government phones and go live and generate AdSense. Hello? Be creative. Use your mind. There's plenty of ways to make income in the world nowadays. Don't tell me that you had to sell drugs. Don't tell me that you had to turn around and sell your children to the sex slave, to the sex trade. Don't tell me you had to do reprehensible things in order to generate income, because nowadays you don't have to and you shouldn't. And if you do, we're going to hold you accountable and we're going to get rid of you out of our society, because you don't need to be here. You're ruining us and you're going to ruin our children. Then you're going to ruin their children, and we don't need you. Hashtag, let's make America great again together. I believe that if we come together and stop seeing each other in these different lights, stop seeing this as a black story. Stop seeing my last story as a white story. Stop seeing the last story before that as a Mexican story. See it as a child who needed us, and we as society failed them. We failed this baby boy. Toledo failed this baby boy, and they're trying to play catch up and make up for it. I can respect that. They tried. They did what they could. But that's why we need to stop this at the root. The root of the problem is the seed. If the seed does not make contact with the soil, then these type of people do not have the opportunity to ruin yet another life. That baby boy is in heaven now. That baby boy is in heaven now with his creator. He deserved to grow up and become something great. He's a beautiful baby boy. He has such a bright light in his eyes. And I want y'all to take a look at this baby boy's eyes right here. Take a moment before I shut this off and look into that baby boy's eyes and tell me that that baby boy is not awesome. He deserved to grow up and become something great. It is with great sorrow that I say this, but everybody in this chat put a prayer hands up. Braylen Noble, and wish him R.I.P. Young King, 3 years old, and you deserved an opportunity. This is your boy DJ Just Jay. We're the AFC, and that means that we advocate for children first. If you want to become a channel member, the links are in the description box. You can click the join. If you want to donate, then you guys know how to do that. The links are in the description box. Support our message. Support us being able to go places and do things and accomplish things. Make this your multi-million-dollar platform. This is us. This is not a me thing. This is the we thing. We want to go places. We want to do things. We want to save these children. And damn it, with every breath in my body, I'm going to stand by my word. And I'm going to raise my daughter. I'm going to take care of her and make sure that she becomes something great. And I'm going to make sure that we save as many children as we possibly can. From my heart to yours, I love you guys. And y'all have a great evening. Thank you guys for joining us on this stream. Do not forget to click that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We're the AFC. You heard me? Let's go.